couple of things I noticed that I was observing when you practiced rainbow body yoga, and I think we should look at some technical details of the practices, and specifically the bellows breath used in Vajra breath practice, as well as tensing of the body in Vajra body. So let's go through those. So Vajra breath and bellows breath in Vajra breath. As you have listened from the rainbow body of course materials, bellows breath is Bhastrika. It's known by the name Bhastrika pranayama in Indian-based yogas. Is known by other names as well, but Bhastrika is the most used name. So, what was I going to say? Well, the name bellows is a very descriptive. So bellows is the tool that a blacksmith uses. So it sucks in the air actively, pushes out actively. Like this. Shoulders stay down, and maybe I'll take this off so that you can see my chest movement a little bit. So So it should be like a dynamic movement, controlled but dynamic. So not like erratic, chaotic, not forced. So it stays relaxed all the time. So let's do this together. Let's try it, and I'll look at you doing it so that I can see where your mistakes might be. So, and after this we will talk about the gentle Vajra breath, because you kind of need to understand this whole pulling in air and pushing out air. You have to understand it relates to the muscles in the belly, mostly on the sides, also solar plexus area, and to some degree the chest and shoulders. So there is an active muscle tension that you use to draw in the breath and to push it out. Draw in, push it out. So it's not like you need muscles to do that. So please start doing it, and I will look at you doing it with the same tempo that I was just showing. Please begin. Hold your mouth closed. Breathe through the nose, in and out. Okay, good. Take a moment, take a break. Just sit with the energy for a moment. I don't want to interrupt the effect. All right, please open your eyes. I will show it to you myself. If I was like an Indian yogi, I would take my shirt off and show it to you. But I think it would be thought of as an inappropriate thing to do in the West from a Westerner, so I'm not gonna do that. It's a little bit tight sitting here in the armchair because the rests are on the side, but nevertheless. So here it might look to you that I'm leaning backwards, but I am not. My spine is straight. I have a meditation cushion supporting my buttocks, so my spine is completely upwards. I realize that the camera angle makes it show that I would be leaning backwards, but I'm not. Belly relaxed, like I mentioned a couple of times. And then, like I said, active inhalation, active exhalation. Like this. I'll make the tempo a little slower so you can see a bit better that, like I'm using this. There is a word in Sanskrit language called what is that word? Kumbha. Kumbha. Wait, maybe it's not that. Well, there is a word that refers to this whole musculature in the body area, and that this world, I think it's kumbha. It means like a pot. So you use this pot in a very dynamic manner. This pot here. So like you can see, I'm tensing with I'm actually tensing these muscles, using the same muscles like I would be using when I'm exercising. So I will take the tempo a bit slower and look at it again. Okay, you can compare it to just like kids when they have some juice or Coca-Cola and they're drinking through a straw. You have to suck through the straw or blow through it to create bubbles. So same thing, there's an activity there. Back and forth. So please do it again. You can start. If you feel that the air is starting to come out from the mouth, you can squeeze your lips a little bit so that the mouth stays closed. Okay, that's enough. Sit moment without doing anything. Relax, completely relax. practicing yoga for the liberation and happiness of all sentient beings. Okay, you can open your eyes again. And I will show it once more. So that, like I said in the last session, that, if you feel that the air to the mouth and starts coming, spills, do you say that? Spills through the lips, then you can squeeze the lips, use the muscles here in the cheeks to seal it, so that you are breathing in and out through the nose. And then completely relaxed. All right, please do one more session, like 10-15 reps, using mantras, using visualizations. Well, maybe you can leave those out if as we are figuring out this, just the physical action of the breathing. Leave the other elements. Please begin. Yes, looks better. Then when you have done 10-15, then you can let go of it and just relax. Do you notice the increased softness? All right, good. Then you can open your eyes. And so next I wanted to talk about the Vajra body, physical dynamic concentration. So how should we approach this? So what happens in Vajra body? And again, we are talking only about the physical elements, which means tensing the muscles and relaxing the muscles. So it's kind of like, in one sense, it's actually a very good way of looking at Vajra body. Is that it's kind of a physical workout, like similar way as going to the gym and lifting weights, doing a workout. So because we are tensing the muscles and relaxing, this is the same. You're using the same muscles in exactly with the same, in as dynamic way as you would be using when going to the gym and lifting weights. So that's kind of an obvious point. But often when I look at people on retreats and on this retreat as well doing it, it kind of seems like that point is missed in a sense. So your bodies might be aligned in a way that, you know, that I already know that you are not reaching, but perhaps a small group or a very limited group of muscles. So this is what I wanted to address, that give you some ideas and help you to get to tensing the whole body, or most of it anyway, and not just a small or a limited area of muscles. So let's first get a sense of what muscle contraction feels like. So extend both your arms in front of you and bend the elbows a little bit. Don't hold elbows locked straight. A little bit. As you can see, my elbows are now straight. Now they are straight, but I'm making it soft. And then as they are extended, elbows loose a little bit, then start tensing the whole arm muscle from shoulder, biceps, triceps, the whole lower arm, and then the fist. Squeeze, relax. Squeeze, relax. Let's just make like a 50% squeeze. So you don't have to go harder than that. Squeeze, relax. Squeeze, relax. Squeeze, relax. Squeeze, keep doing it, relax. You can change the position of the hands if you like, take them lower or higher. But just keep doing it. Pulsating, tense, relaxed. Tense, relaxed. We're still, even if you change the position of the arms, you're supposed to get all the muscle groups from shoulder to hand, fingers, forearm, and then the upper arm. Even if you change position, you're supposed to get all muscle groups. And this is the very point that I want to make, that even if you change position, you are still getting all muscles. Try it. Change the position. Make sure that you get all of them. Okay, good. You can shake a little, shake a bit, and then relax. Sit moment. still for the sake of all sentient beings. All right, let's continue doing the same thing that we did now with arms and hands, with our legs and feet. So we're looking at the muscles from toes to feet to lower leg, thighs and buttocks, as well as the muscles on the pelvic floor area and the muscles that you use for holding the urine. So it's similarly like arms. So please start, tense, relax, tense, relax, up to 50% intensity. Try to get all the muscles. Muscles in front of the shin, on the side of the shin, as well as the calf muscle. Front and back of the thigh, and then buttocks and pelvic floor. Tense, relax, tense, relax, tense, relax. Keep doing. Tense, relax. If you start getting tired, that's very good. That's very helpful. Few more. Good. Then let go and sit a moment. The group energy is getting softer and softer, as you might notice. Very good. Then let's continue towards the full body tension. Please stand up and set your camera that I can see you. All right, so we did tensing with the arms, with the legs, and now we include the muscles in the chest as well as here in the belly, in the gut, as well as the sides. Don't worry about the back muscles yet so much. So focus on making a tension that connects the head through the neck, through the throat, through the neck, and the arms and the front of the upper body with the legs. Don't worry about the back yet. So again, it's the same thing, same pulsation. Squeeze, relax. Squeeze, relax. Squeeze, relax. Let's begin. Don't hold your breath, just let the breath flow. Also squeezing buttocks. You can have your hands in fists or in like claws. And again, max 50% intensity. You might take it lower, like 30%, as we've been doing it. Few more. Okay, relax. You might shake a little bit. And then just stand for a moment. Good. Then we'll do the same, but this time using neck, throat, arms and legs and back muscles. So for this, what I usually do is that I arch my back a little bit so that I can get the muscles in the upper back, mid back and lower back. So arching a back a little bit backwards. Doesn't matter in what position I'm holding my arms, but I'm arching backwards. Just a little bit. So let's do this again. Please start. Relax. Squeeze. Relax. Contract. Relax. Contract. Relax. Legs, buttocks, the whole back, arms, neck. You can also tense the face muscles a little bit. Couple more. Okay, shake. Stand a moment. Do you notice the increased softness of the body? You can move your body softly a little bit. You'll probably notice that the body is becoming softer. Good. And then finally, we will do both front side of the body, chest and belly, and also the back, with arms, with legs, with throat, with face. So all together. And here's a tip. So to be able to squeeze both back muscles and the muscles in the front, you kind of have to activate either or first. It is difficult to do both at the same time. So this is the reason why I often do like a wave movement. And what I mean like with wave is that I first tense back and then tense the front. And it happens like this. Back, front. Back, front. Or you can do it the other way around. Front, back. Front, back. Front, back. So try this. Let's try it together. All muscles using that wave, back, front, or front, back, however you feel like doing it. Please begin. Now you can do it with the breath retention. Hold the breath as you squeeze. Few more. Good. Shake. And then sit down and see how you feel now. You can close your eyes. And feel the body. for the sake of all beings. Can you notice a difference to before and after this physical dynamic concentration? Yes or no? Good, very good. So isn't it that, the body becomes so soft through doing this dynamic activity that it's like becomes automatically an extension, like the natural state embodied. Can you relate to that? And that's the gift of Vajra body. There is a lot of, and it's kind of a hot word in meditation teachings to speak about embodiment. And this, if something, is the practice how you can embody the natural state, so that it's not only a recognition of the basic state in the mind, but also through the body, meaning muscles, bones, your physical body. Basic state itself, the bedrock of all beings, loaded with peacefulness, loaded with liveliness, loaded with softness and kindness, and sober clarity. One reason for me to choose Vajra body as one of the practices of Rainbow Body Yoga, which is the basic standard practice we do in Pemako Sangha, is because in life we also need strong muscles and strong body. When you have strong muscles and strong body, it helps a lot. In contrast, if you have weak muscles and weak body, you will likely have aches, pains, illnesses, you likely have proneness. I've experienced it myself during the 6 years when I couldn't really exercise much due to insomnia and burnout. And also, when we have strong body, it activates the body's ability to heal itself. It affects the glandular secretion also. Of different hormones, different chemicals in the body, keeping the body and mind healthy. But most importantly, when we do physical dynamic practice such as this one, or it can be, going to the gym or any other exercise, this is how we can keep a strong and healthy body throughout our lives. No matter what our age is. And this is very important. So these are the reasons why I chose this practice as one of the practices. And also of course, in Vajra body, in physical dynamic concentration, there is the element of mental focus. When we tense our muscles, we need some mental focus with it. If we didn't have mental focus, it's kind of impossible to squeeze the muscles without focusing, especially if you increase the intensity of the squeeze to 60, 70, 80, 90%, automatically your mind goes there, your focus goes there. What happens then? What happens because of that is that we cut through all layers of the samsaric mind, all forms of selfing. Just like in shouts of dynamic concentration. So we get many we get many flies with a single blow, with a single practice. I wouldn't want to hurt any butterflies, but you get the idea. So let's continue sitting a little bit more before the break, just silently enjoying. Isn't it easy, now that we have punched through with Vajra body, it is easy to just enjoy. Easy to just be. Let's chant absolute refuge. I am the Guru, and so on. Expressing the simple fact that we are Gurus, that we are Buddhas, that we are the source of Dharma, teachings of reality. Our own being is the source of Dharma. So let's chant. I am the Guru. I'm in the Pure Land. I am the Buddha. I am the Dharma. I am the Sangha. I am the Guru. I'm in the Pure Land. I am the Buddha. I am the Dharma. I am the Sangha. I am the Guru. I'm in the Pure Land. I am the Buddha. I am the Dharma. I am the Sangha. All right, bring hands together. One thing also related to what we workshopped with Vajra breath and Vajra body, we looked at how the muscles are used. And it's the same muscles that are used in chanting as well. On many retreats, we do these longer chanting sessions where we might chant long syllables for an hour straight. For example, like this, long syllables again and again and again. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because of that use of the body, use of the muscles. So, one reason why we chanted Absolute Refuge is because there is amazing blessings, amazing transmission taking place in the energy, but we chanted it quite slowly. And the reason for that, we used to chant much slower before, like a couple of years ago, than we do now. But the reason why we did it slowly is because when you chant, I am the Guru, it's the same muscles. You're using the same muscles. So I would want to avoid bad chanting. That is kind of, chanting can be easily done properly, done well. And when it is done well, with a good alignment of the body, proper use of the muscles, then it becomes like a completely different type of practice than if we don't know about this. You could compare, what I'm trying to say is that you could compare this to an untrained singer and trained singer. Singers learn to use their their voice in a musical manner, but they also need to learn how to use their voice so that when they let out their long, beautiful, especially high notes, their support from the gut needs to be there. And it's exactly the same thing with chanting. Like if and when you go to some monasteries, temples where they have chant leaders, and especially if it's like somebody who's been practicing, living that kind of training for 10 years or more, when that kind of person lets out that voice, it's just beautiful. It spreads everywhere. Boom! It's irresistible. And this is what I'm trying to communicate, that it is not small. Not like this. Same like if we have I was speaking about guitars earlier, so if we have an acoustic guitar made of wood, when you pluck a string, the whole wooden part of the guitar starts resonating, there is no part in there that doesn't vibrate. In exactly the same way, we should chant and use our body, whether we are chanting long syllables or some mantras in a faster tempo, or if we shout syllables. Exactly the same use of the body. All right, so that's what I wanted to say. Maybe I'll return to this topic and take it a bit further later. But now let's take a meal break and continue at 7 p.m. in 1 hour and 25 minutes. Enjoy your break.